and I want you guys to check it out. For the first time ever seeing it on the internet myself, we have, oh my gosh, they came out looking so good. And then I also painted the parts, all the stuff that's gonna go on the ceiling. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be working on this beautiful TRX right here. Sheesh, the big one, not the little one, the big TRX. I'm gonna just jump straight into working on the TRX, and what I am doing to the TRX is gonna be, it's gonna be super cool because it's crazy to think about that. This is a car that started it all with OKQ back in 2023. Was it 2023? Yeah, back in 2023, summer 2023. This was the first vehicle I ever worked on for OKQ. The man, the myth, the legend right here, Mr. OKQ. And it's crazy to think about, almost 2 years, so you could say a year and a half later, I am currently working on his truck again for the same job, just because he wants to switch some things up on the headliner. I don't know yet what exact material we're going to be putting on the headliner, but we do want to put this right here, the snake skin, or the crocodile skin, whatever you guys want to call it. It looks like more of a crocodile skin than a snake skin. But we're gonna be putting this or the same type of material, but in black or green. Whatever kind of matches better with orange interior, it's what we're gonna go with. But he is currently out of town right now, so I'm gonna have to go buy the material on Monday because it's Friday and the freaking fabric store is closed until Monday, which is so dumb. So what I'm gonna be doing today, Friday, is taking apart the whole car. Basically, I'm gonna take apart the whole headliner, the B-pillars, which is gonna suck because I'm gonna have to take the seatbelt off to get the B-pillar off and out of the car. And I just thought about that, and I think, let's see, I have to be doing the same thing to this C-pillar. So I'm gonna have to take basically all these seats out to get behind here to basically loosen up this bottom bolt to get this seatbelt out of this hole to be able to get this C-pillar out. Oh, that's crazy. Because I'm gonna be switching the material on the headliner, which is simple. You just get the headliner out and then you take it out and then you wrap some new fabric over it. But with this, I gotta take this panel off first, and then this panel comes off, and then I gotta take the seatbelt off. So we got a lot of work in store for us. I need to verify first at the store to see if they even have more of this material. I only have 4 feet of this. Some other things that I noticed about this truck that's gonna suck whenever I'm wrapping the actual B-pillar, which is this one right here. As you guys can see, there's a handle in a way. So I'm kind of curious on how I'm gonna do this, because the fabric, how am I gonna get it to wrap around here? I'm potentially gonna have to mask this leather piece off, this that's stitched up. Is this aftermarket? Is it? No, yeah, this comes with the car. So I'm gonna have to mask this off and then paint the plastic poly, whatever color I'm doing, right? So if I'm doing green fabric, if I'm doing the green leather thing, I'm gonna paint the handle green. If I'm doing orange, I'm gonna paint it orange, and then just cut around fabric that I don't need. I am not gonna know what to do with it until it comes off, basically, but it is looking like that's gonna be a really tough piece to wrap material over. Especially this, it doesn't stretch that good. If it was stretching material, I would say I could potentially stretch it up all around the whole handle and everything, around all of this. But no, I'm using leather basically. You see, it doesn't have a stretch to it. But I just wanted to come in here and tell you guys what I am doing to this car, because basically this is a car that started it all with Q Customs. I'm gonna show you guys how the current install is looking. Let me go get the key real quick. So like I said, I'm gonna be dedicating all day today to just getting this headliner down, and then I'm gonna remove the old starlights that is up there. And then I could potentially start on removing the old fabric too, the black suede, because I did re-suede this back when we did it in June. So guys, because I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it has a black suede. It brought a black headliner before, but it was like that stitching type of headliner that has the diamond stitching type of thing. Not like diamond stitching, but it was like not this headliner. Like, clearly changed it. So I'm gonna get this whole headliner down. I'm gonna show you guys how this looks beforehand. So one more tap. So you guys see, I think from what I remember, on the pillars, there's about 100 to 200 starlights on there on each of these. And then on the actual headliner, I think I did 1,700 for the complete headliner, and then I used 300 for the Black Bull Edition TRX, and then that's this logo right here, which is really hard to make. As you guys can see, you could barely even tell it looks like the Black Bull. It looks like it, but it's like one of my first ever designs, so that's why it was a little bit difficult on replicate exact Black Bull Edition thing that he has here. But we're gonna be saying bye to this beautiful headliner, man. It's crazy to think about, and I know I'm gonna say this for like the third time, and I'm gonna keep saying it throughout the video. It's crazy to think about that this is the headliner that started it all, with me working out here in Georgia with OKQ Customs, and I'm just super blessed and super happy to have the opportunity to work on it again and be able to continue to work on all these amazing cars down here in Atlanta, the whole Georgia statewide, you know, community. With that being said, I'm gonna take apart the headliner. All you really have to take apart for this headliner, and it's a lot, so get ready to hear this. And it's not a lot that has to come off the headliner, but it's a lot of little extra details you gotta take off. So you could get away with not having to take the seat out, because this goes up like this, right? You guys can see that creates a lot of space here. So what I like doing for all TRXs that I've ever worked on, what I like doing is taking the passenger seat out. So then with this seat up and this passenger seat out, the headliner kind of creeps over to the side and then comes out like this. Once this seat comes out, right, you could see how it would create space to where the headliner would sit on its side and then come out. So that's what I mean by extra work, that this seat has to come out, so then you could get this massive headliner of this massive car. Now, when it comes to taking things apart, all you really got to take apart is the C pillar. I never take the B pillar off. The A pillar comes off. There's one screw behind here. It's Torx. And then there's going to be one screw under this panel piece right here. Also that one right there. There's going to be Torx under there. And that's kind of it for the back. And then here in the front, this control module comes off. I believe there should be, let's see. Well, this freaking mirror is gonna get in the way now. There's two 8mm up under here, right there. You can see one. There's gonna be two 8mm right there. The visor holder comes off. There's gonna be Torx under there. I believe there's two Torx under here, and then same thing on that side. But that's kind of it. It's a few things that gotta come off. The only thing that sucks, like I said, is having to take this seat out, and it's a pretty heavy seat. And you take it out the passenger side right here. We're just gonna set them right here. And then the other hard thing that I'm seeing, and you guys won't have to do this if you guys are doing a TRX, you would only have to take this seat out, and you guys can see I have this seat up. So that's a really good thing about that. The bad thing I'm seeing on my side is that I'm gonna have to be taking both seats out, the back seats, to get to this bolt right here, which I could feel is like a Torx bolt behind here, to be able to get this seat belt out of the top, like I said earlier. So I want to take this C pillar off and then this B pillar off, because I'm going to be replacing the fabric, and I'm also going to be adding some stars to this. So I've added stars to both B pillar and C pillars on past TRX, and man, I'll be the first to say that headliner came out amazing. Oh, and the other thing that is another reason that we're doing this is because we're going to be adding more logos to the top. So I think here we're going to add big TRX. Over there we're going to put OKQ. And then over here I'm going to be putting Jewels by OKQ. A couple stars, actual little stars. And then what else can we add? The star, the diamond, little heart under the passenger visor. We'll see where this goes with this video. I have no real plan on how to take this video, just because it's going to be a overlapping video that I'm gonna have to consistently pick up the camera whenever I'm working on it, since I will be working on other cars when I'm down here. I'll be down here for 2 weeks, so should be enough time to do this. It just sucks that I don't have the material on hand. Crocodile skin that I'm gonna be using. I don't even know if this is even long enough for that, to be honest. Let's see, let me get my measuring tape real quick. So it looks like I might have a small issue when it comes to putting this material on there. So I measured from left to right. It is 56 inches, and I went on there and I just mocked it up real quick, and it is 50 inches. No, I don't know. because I started over here where this gray point is, and then I went all the way down, and it's also 56 inches. But this headliner like curves. You can see curves. There's a big massive curve right here. So because I remember this headliner barely also fit like the fabric, and I had to like really stretch this right here, and I'm surprised it actually held up. But it held up because I used really good glue. This is the type of glue I use over here. This is a Wellwood contact adhesive. This is a glue I used, and it actually held up pretty good. And it's been what, a year and a half, and the glue hasn't came off. So I'm gonna see if this is a really good test. This is gonna show that it's a really good test. That glue is actually really good, so that part's gonna suck right there. I'm gonna show you guys how that looks whenever I take it down. Enough yapping, and I'm gonna get this headliner out. I'll be right back, you guys. All right, guys, now that I got the headliner out, we could see how my old install looked. Sheesh. This is a year and a half old install, but oh my gosh, this feels so weird. I'm literally about to just literally about to just yank everything out like this. But I'm about to get all of this off, all these fibers, all this glue, and then get this old fabric off. Hopefully it doesn't look that bad. And then I'm gonna just hit this with let's see, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm hitting with this right here, my friends. This is I don't even know what this is called. Wear eye protection. No thank you. But this is gonna go something like this, but it's gonna be on a drill, of course, because it has a drill adapter. So I'm gonna drill everything off, and then let's see, and then I think I want to mark up where I'm gonna put all my stars and not drill them just yet, just because I don't have the material yet. The orange alligator skin or whatever we're gonna be using, I don't have it yet, so I'm not gonna be drilling anything yet or like poking my holes, but I will be mocking them up. And then all these old holes, I'm probably gonna have to paint this whole headliner black. That way I could reapply my yellow ink, so then that way I know where I'm gonna put my holes. So probably gonna have to paint this whole thing just so I can have a clean template. And then especially over here, you guys see how I did the logo, it's in green, so I'm gonna have to scrape all of this off, and then I think I'm gonna have to paint it not super dark, but just paint it black. That way these holes, I'm gonna just remake them but in new places, if that makes sense. But I'll be right back. All right, so as you guys saw those clips, I basically just did something super crazy, super out of this world, something that's probably never been done before, or it has and I just never seen it on the internet. But I just finished installing 2 different colors on one headliner, and I want you guys to check it out. For the first time ever seeing it on the internet myself, we have orange alligator skin with the green alligator skin right down the middle. Oh my gosh, it literally looks like his car. So it sucks that this car has no actual headliner, because he actually said if this car had a headliner, he would have done it to this car. We would have done half orange and half green like this. But since it's a drop top, can't really do that unless we was to do those little parts. But we could talk to him about that in the future and see if he wants to do that, because that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I might throw that idea at him. But I want you guys to see the detail in this, man. Look at those precise cuts. Sheesh, the cutouts for the speakers. And then let me flip it over and let me show you guys how the back side is looking. Because even the back, knowing that nobody's gonna see the back except you guys, right? You guys are witnessing the back right now. I still made sure to make the back looks super good, tucked it all down. And man, I am super happy on how this installation came out. I have no words for it. I really thought, I was kind of doubting myself at the beginning, and I need to stop doing this. I haven't done this in a while, doubt myself, but I was kind of doubting it coming out like this just because this material is really hard to work with because it doesn't want to curve easy around corners like this, or it's not a flexible material like the suede is. A suede is a stretchy suede, and this is not stretchy at all. Let me see. I can't. It's kind of moving right now because there's some slack, but it is not stretchy at all. So it was, I want to say it was 1 being the easiest, 10 being the hardest. I would say it was a good 6.5. It was that hard, dude. It came out really good. Let me stand it up real quick so you guys can see a little bit better. Shit. Oh my gosh. Even standing up, it looks better. Hold up. Let me put it over here against this white background. Nah. Oh, she wants to fall. That looks tough. Let me put it up. Man, stay up. We're trying to witness you. Oh my gosh. Imagine this above your head. Nah, this is gonna look crazy. I'm not even gonna send him no pictures. I want to try to get his reaction in person. We're gonna try to get Q's reaction in person whenever he comes to the shop. Hopefully he comes down this weekend. But man, now I gotta get the stars on here. This headliner better be the most crazy headliner. And I still gotta do the pillars. I still gotta wrap the pillars in the same material. So this back pillar is gonna be super easy. It's just this middle pillar. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go down the middle right here. And then I'm gonna paint this. So I gotta find a paint color that kind of matches that. So then I paint the parts. I even want to paint all these parts. So I'm gonna paint these parts orange, and then these parts I'm gonna paint them green. So hopefully I could find some paint that could color match it, and then I'm gonna take this to the store so I could gotta find some colors that resemble those. But oh my gosh. So we're gonna leave it here tonight. We're gonna see what I do with it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do the pillars tomorrow. I'm gonna start working on the pillars, and I'm gonna start setting this up with the dots that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be doing OKQ here, and then we're gonna be doing like big TRX here, and then in the back I'm thinking of putting, let's see, probably Jewels by OKQ, I'm thinking. And then around the whole headliner we're gonna be putting the stars, of course. We're gonna be putting actual stars, and then a little heart or something. So we'll see what we get into, man. So stay tuned on this installation. Okay, so as you guys should have seen in that last clip, I finished installing this alligator skin to the A-pillar. And man, oh man, have these pillars been well, these ones, not so bad. These were probably the easiest ones. Just because one, it's small, and then there's no handle. But oh my gosh, this one is a B-pillar. This one gave me some trouble, man. They came out looking so good, man. These things look crazy. And then I finished the orange A-pillar on camera. I did a whole bunch of off-camera work just because it's such a hassle to be trying to record and do work at the same time. This one's looking good as hell too. This one's still heating because this is the last one I just did right now, so it's kind of in the healing process. But basically 1, 2, 3, and 4 I did yesterday, and I did this one today, and then this one today. So oh, and I added a little touch too to the handle. I added a green part, so let me know how you guys like that. I don't know how it's popping up on camera. Let me know how you guys like this, man. So this is where you grab the handle whenever you're getting in or out of the truck. So I put a lot of that contact adhesive glue on here. So hopefully this doesn't come off. And if it does, I could just re-glue it. I added a lot. So hopefully that stays on. And then now, basically, I am done with installing the figure skin. And then I also painted the parts. All the stuff that's gonna go on the ceiling, or the headliner, not the ceiling. This is gonna go on the headliner. So I did half orange and then half green. The green doesn't really match this one. It looked like it was a brighter green. If you guys see, this is a green I used. I mean, this is the orange I used. But green, now that it's healed and it's dried, oh my gosh, this feels so good. Now that it's dry, it got darker. So I don't really like that it got dark, but hey, what can I do at this point, you know? Now, this is all custom work. This is my first time doing green paint, orange paint, and then literally wrapping alligator, crocodile skin on A-pillars. So, in my opinion, all this stuff came out super good for it being my first time. This just goes to show, if you guys are scared of doing something for the first time, don't be. I came into this knowing, or actually not knowing if it was even possible, especially because of the handles. I've never wrapped anything with a handle on it, so it's always just a straight pillar like this. This has no handle on it. This is how mostly pillars look. This, you could do this all day and every day blindfolded. But then this was pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had to really put my mind to the test to see if I could achieve it, but I'm happy. I got it all good. Gonna clean up this workstation. Gonna get all my A-pillars at a place where they don't get scratched or anything. Gonna put everything away. And then now I'm gonna start on the headliner, the starlight process. So I think what I'm gonna do is 1,300 starlights, which is a lot of starlights for a TRX. I'm trying to think. And then I'm gonna be doing, I think I already told you guys this. I'm kind of lost in the days already of how long I've been here and what I've done and what I've said to you guys. But I think I told you guys I'm gonna be doing 3 names: the OKQ Big TRX, and then Jules by OQ. So we're gonna be putting that in the headliner, and then we're gonna be putting starlights in the pillars too. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. So let's see if I could even complete this by Tuesday technically, because I leave Wednesday morning. So I think I want to get at least to the point where I could put everything up and then just have my pillars sitting in place, but not with the stars in. Because I don't think, because the star process on the pillars takes longer. So I just got so much work. So this is what I mean. I can't even record and work at the same time. Because once I lock in, I try to lock in and then not really record. But it's not on purpose. It's just like I lock in. So let's see. I think I'm going to go start doing the headliner stuff right now. And I think 1,300 starlights should be enough, right? Because I do want to go big or go home, but if I go big, I'm going home. That figure of speech actually works there, because if I go big, I'm going to go home without actually completing a car. So, because I want to do 2,000 starlights in there, but that just would take too long. What to do? This is the stuff I go through, man. I just try to plan things in my head. So we'll see what I do. I got the headliner over here, basically ready to starlight process. So I'm gonna start drawing my holes. I'm gonna do my logos. I'm gonna put my logos first and then draw my holes. But I think 1,300 stars should be enough, because usually down the pillars, I think I did 20 stars down one pillar, 20 down the other one, 20 down this one, 20 down that one, and then I would do 50 down these. But these, I could run them up the pillars, so it really doesn't matter if I do them. It's just so much. Frick. We gotta go big, man. We gotta go big. I think I gotta do like 2,000 plus starlights in here. Not for real. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like 2,000 starlights in here. And F it. We're gonna send it. Full send. We gotta send it. You're gonna be using 2 kits. I'm gonna be using one 1,300 starlight kit. I'm gonna be using another 600 starlight kit. And then with all the shooting stars with the logos, that's gonna add up to 2,000 plus starlights. So we're doing that. We just gotta full send it. It's Q's truck. It's gonna be the truck that's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be catching everybody's eye attention. So we just gotta send it. And I think I'm not gonna be able to complete it this time around, because I still gotta work on the Tesla Model X, and that in itself takes a long time. So, this might be a longer video than what I thought, man. But I'm gonna see what I get into. I'll update you guys in a little bit.
To be continued, I indeed went big, but also went home.